Title: Harvest of the Trespassers. In the secluded town of Blackthorn, where the trees whispered ancient secrets, the Turner family prepared for a Thanksgiving like no other. The Turner house, an old Victorian mansion, stood in eerie isolation, surrounded by dense woods that hid the shadows of a forgotten past. As the Turner family gathered around the dinner table, the atmosphere inside was cozy, lit by the warm glow of candles in the fireplace. Outside, however, the night held a different tale. Unbeknownst to them, a group of masked figures emerged from the darkness, drawn to the flickering lights within. The matriarch, Margaret Turner, had spared no effort in creating a picturesque Thanksgiving feast. Laughter echoed through the halls as the family shared stories and passed around dishes of steaming food. Yet the shadows outside harbored a malevolence that hungered for something far more sinister. As the clock neared midnight, a distant tapping echoed through the house. The Turners exchanged uneasy glances, but their concern was dismissed as a trick of the wind. Little did they know that the tapping was a prelude to a nightmarish intrusion. The first sign of the invasion came when the power went out, plunging the Turner house into darkness. Candles flickered, casting elongated shadows that seemed to dance with a life of their own. The family huddled together, their breaths visible in the chilled air. A soft voice, barely audible, whispered through the halls. "Give us what we seek, and you may live to see the dawn." Fear gripped the Turners as they realized they were not alone. The masked figures, cloaked in darkness, materialized in the doorways. Their eyes gleamed malevolently through the slits in their masks, and the air grew thick with a sinister energy. Margaret, determined to protect her family, confronted the intruders. "What do you want?" she demanded, her voice trembling. The leader of the masked figures stepped forward, a grotesque mask concealing any trace of humanity. "A debt is owed, and tonight it will be repaid." The figures, armed with twisted knives and a hunger for retribution, closed in on the Turners. Panic surged as the family realized the intruders sought something beyond material wealth, an ancient debt that transcended generations. A relentless pursuit ensued as the Turners, desperate and cornered, attempted to evade their masked assailants within the labyrinthine halls of the mansion. Shadows clung to the walls, and the air echoed with the screams of the hunted. One by one, the masked figures claimed their victims, leaving a trail of bloodied corridors in their wake. Margaret, the last standing, was confronted by the leader, who whispered a cryptic phrase as the blade descended. As dawn broke, the Turner house stood silent, a witness to the horrors that unfolded within its walls. The masked figures vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a family torn apart by a night of unimaginable terror. Blackthorn, forever marked by the harvest of the trespassers, carried the weight of a Thanksgiving that had descended into a nightmarish home invasion. A family shattered by the demands of an ancient debt that had come due. Title: